Hello everyone, it's me, Sirenu-Eve Art, and it's been quite a while since the last time I did a YouTube video, especially uploaded it. I'm sorry if these are a bit shaky, my table's a little bit unlevelled. We are in a different room or environment from the last time. I set this side up to be more presentable for videos, but all my art stuff is in the way. I'm currently trying to change this room basically into like an art studio, but also my clothes are also kept here, so that's why there's a random ghost blanket. It's just to block a little bit of the wardrobe because it's got mirrors on the front of it and nobody needs to see the back of me in the camera. It's just a bit distracting. Also, hope everyone had a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. By the time this video is uploaded, it will be midway into the first week of January 2025. I still can't get over how quick 2024 felt and went over. A lot of ups and downs. I feel like it was the same for many people. A lot of changes for a lot of people, but basically in today's video all I'm going to be doing is showing the few little art bits that I got for Christmas off my parents, and then we're going to do some swatches, and then in the next video I'll do some form of painting to show them a bit better, but this will just be more of like a swatchy showy type video. I tend to like prefer doing these ones. I don't know why. I think it's because I'm a bit of a chatterbox and I ramble on, but I will try and keep it short and sweet. Some of the first bits, I got 3 little packs of these. They are CSY art gallery watercolours. They're apparently handmade, and they use like a pearlescent pigment, I think. They come in little, if I keep looking over here, it's because I wrote, I don't hide anything because I'm not bothered. I wrote like little placards of things about them because I had to kind of look them up as they were gifts, so I'm not actually too sure on price ranges, and I'm not too sure on, like I wasn't too sure on anything about the company itself, but apparently they're handmade, handcrafted. I did try to look up where they're handmade, but I don't think. German imported material, classic retro, exclusive design, retro style. And apparently they're for beginners and professional artists. Apparently the pigments are supposed to be really good, and apparently they are naturally light fast as well. Oh, it's getting stuck to my hair. I did search that, but it doesn't, I don't think, they don't individually say what light fast they are. But basically I got 3 of these little bad guys. And they come in little, does not like that, little tins called tin box, handmade honey watercolours apparently. But yes, I couldn't really find too much. If I find anything else knowledge wise on them, I will mention it in the swatch bit. They come with 2 little sticky magnets that you can stick in for when you open them. They can come on. All these colours are metallics that I got. Oh, I don't know whether it's going to be able, oh, I don't know whether that's going to focus. I think it's too bright. There, you can kind of see them when I close the lid and do that. So I got them 6, I got 3 pans in total as gifts. I will have to look up the pricing of them because I'm not actually too sure. Another 6, I'll try. This is so hard, why am I struggling? So like some white, silvers and purples. One's got like a goldy orange in and a white, but the rest are greens, so I think this one will be my favourite. That one doesn't look too green, but I promise you it is green. There. We've got like little swatches on. But yeah. So cute, so cute. Once again, so sorry if I mispronounce these. Coliro Pearlcolours. I got this pack which was autumn, and then I got the pack called Paradise. My parents once again gifted me these. I will find prices out. I think you can get all these, the CSY and the Coliro ones. I believe you can get them on Amazon. They clearly both have Instagram pages because they have little Instagram logos on them. These ones actually come with like a card that talks about it and talks about how to activate them. And I think you can get them on Art Gallery, and I believe they both have their own websites as well. Once again, apparently they're handmade and crafted, and these ones are made with mica pigments. I'm not too good on like in terms of like pigments and knowing like certain materials used in paint and that. My mom's way better at that type of stuff. And basically they're supposed to be, I'm just literally going to read it, what I wrote down. It's supposed to be made with mica pigments. They're supposed to be naturally light, fast and richly pigmented. Vibrant, shimmering effect and easy to activate. They do come with little card that shows you how to activate these ones, but I will show you the actual pans first. So once again, you get 6 colours. So this one is the autumn one, and they're like stuck in there as well. How nice are they? Oh, I'm so excited for that one and that one. It's that kind of one. I'm so excited for these. I know they'll all be lovely, but I was saying to my mum when I opened these at Christmas, I was like, how lovely would these as well be as eyeshadows? Oh, so unreal. They do have names as well. So in the little pack thing, you get like a card, and it'll like show the colours on them, so you don't even have to really, in a way, probably swatch them. And then they have like a little Instagram page and a website that you can go on. It says handmade with love, Pearlcolours. And then on the backs of them it says how to activate them. So it says add water, wait for 2 minutes and then mix well, and then apparently you can swatch or use them basically. And that's apparently how to get the I don't know what that word is. You get basically the best result in a dumbed down version. But yeah, so I was ecstatic when I got these for Christmas. I was like, oh my god, because I didn't even mention them. She was like, I just know you like these type of things. I was like, oh my god. And then I'm going through like a metallic phase at the moment. And then I did get a sketchbook, which I will try out, I think, when I do some metallics. And it's one of the My Studio watercolour paper albums. Heavyweight paper, 300 GSM, 24 sheets, and it's cold pressed. And it says our professional watercolour journal comes with 24 sheets, 48 pages / sides. It's £140 thick, 300 GSM, cold pressed, 100% cotton paper. It's a natural handmade style, FSC approved paper with lovely texture. I've got one of these before, and you have seen me do videos with them. It's not this. Yeah, it is the same type. I got the yellow one where I did. This one's a cold pressed as well, where I did like flower attempts in them. I attempted doing flowers. All of them didn't come out perfect, but you know, art is a learning curve. I think when I got one of these last time, I think they were £11 or £12. I don't know how much this one is, I will double check, but I think they're around like the £12 to £15 mark. So not too bad price considering it's 100% cotton, and also you get like a few good sheets in there. So I did them. The range near me has the Winsor & Newton calligraphy ink, and I know it's to write with, but obviously they're going to be more pigmented, so I thought, oh, they could be quite cool to use in art pieces. So I did get myself, I got myself a crimson, which is like a really like pillar box red. The next colour I think I want to get is the deep red. And then I got myself green. I don't know whether you'll be able to, it looks more blue, but I promise you it's like that kind of colour in real life. And then I got lemon yellow because I love yellow. Because I thought it'd be really good to do like artworks and then have like really bold backgrounds. I don't know whether that will come to fruition, but we'll give it a go, and they were £3.50 each at the range. I don't know if you can get them other places, I'm assuming, because it's Winsor & Newton, and you can get Winsor & Newton products quite a lot of different areas, so I'm assuming you will be able to get these other places, but just the ones where I've seen them, they're in the range. I also got these, I think you can get like in Home Bargains, you can get them in like any crafts kinds of stores, and they're the Staedtler 24 pack natural coloured pencils. Well, my mum got me them because she said for all the cheaper alternatives, she says they're actually quite good and pigmented, and obviously when you do like a watercolour or like any form of painting, like, you can always add pencil on the top, and it always just kind of gives it that little extra add So we're swatching these as well. You get 24 colours, and apparently clear varnish, natural wood grain, break resistant lead, wood from FSC certified sustainably managed forests. So yeah, we'll be swatching them. And then the last things I got were Sharpies that they got me. How cool. I just like Sharpies in general. Especially, I'm going to be so excited for these. Like this to this. So cool. And Sharpies are always good as well. Once again, for backgrounds. So we'll be swatching these, my dears, and we'll be getting into it. swatches for the Sharpies and then the Winsor & Newton calligraphy ink. It's a little bit dark in my like art room at the moment. The Sharpies, obviously I didn't expect them to not be really bright and bold, because obviously the permanent markers, they're the typical normal fine point Sharpies, so they're not like the thinner ones and they're not like extra chunky, they're just the standards. Obviously I've rated them all 10 out of 10. The colours are absolutely fine, love them all. The greens and the mint is obviously my favourite. They didn't come with like any names, I've just obviously named them the colours that they are. So they've got no names, they've got no like code numbers. They usually just come in packs. You can get like majority of like Sharpie packs from like your local Home Bargains, Tesco's, things like that. They'll obviously be probably cheaper, like certain shops will be a little bit cheaper to get them. The Winsor & Newton inks, like I say, they were about £3, £3.50 from the range. That's where I got these ones. But I know for a fact you'll probably be able to get, with them being Winsor & Newton, inks from somewhere, like from other places, arts shops, things like that. Boys probably even do them. With the calligraphy ink, obviously I know it's for, once again, like I said prior, I know they're for writing, but I've just got like a few arty ideas, and they're really bold, and obviously they're just like pure pigment with it being for writing, so I just thought they'd be better, and they do not disappoint. The red and yellow, even though I'm more of a green girly, the yellow is definitely my favourite so far out of them ones. In terms of pigments, they are AP, so they are like skin safe. It doesn't say, you get 30 millilitres in per bottle. It's basically just for like your ink and fountain pens. It says it can be used in a clip or technical pen as well, and airbrush, so it can be used for multiple things. And I can't wait to actually try them out. Obviously just with them being in ink, just be a bit careful because they're really liquidy. These are the Staedtler colour pencils. They're just like your standard colouring pencils. Once again, I think you can get these from a lot of different stores. They've all got the same code number. I thought they might have different code numbers, but they don't. So obviously they've got no names once again, so I've literally just labelled them however I see them as, whatever colour basically I see them as is what I've given them name wise. I did look online, they don't have any light fast, which is obviously not to be expected considering they're just normal colouring pencils and are in most craft stores. I think they're quite cheap as well. I don't think they're very expensive. I will link anything that I find online for these like different brands and different prices. I'll obviously try and find the cheapest and then put in the price ranges also in the description box. But yeah, I was definitely impressed considering they're just really for kids. Really good. I love that one. That's definitely my favourite, the turquoisey tealy kind of colour. Once again, the yellows are really nice. Obviously you always need a good range of browns to blacks. It's always good for like either scenery, skin tones, that type of thing. Obviously I'm not a huge fan of pink, but I feel like the pinks and like the magenta kind of colours, I do think they're quite good and very pigmented. And then you get quite a few, you get like obviously one purple, but there's like a nice like lavender and like periwinkly kind of colour. I know periwinkle's more like lighter, but I couldn't think of anything else to name it, but they're very similar in shade, same as these two. But yeah, still overall really good. These are the CSY Art Gallery, the little mini tin box handmade metallic watercolours. They were relatively easy to obviously swatch. Some of them you definitely would have to do 2 coats of. Out of all the colours, the purples are the ones that don't look shiny even without any natural light on them. When the light does hit them, Violet Purple Lake does get quite a nice shimmer to it, like a bit of an opal effect. But Iridescent Purple and Deep Purple Crystal are very, I'd say more on the duller side. And they're a little hard to swatch. Originally I had to do 2 coats on these 3. Crystal Silver and Blue Pearl Lake are quite shiny, and that's just 1 coat. I could probably do with another coat on that one. But obviously when they're not in the light, they look like normal shades. Some of them have a little bit of a shimmer pigment. The greens definitely are my favourites. Once again, I'm a green girly. But Inca Gold, sorry, I might be pronouncing this wrong, I do apologise. Saguaro and Tibet Gold Shimmy, or Tibet Shimmy Gold, I can't remember which way the writing was because I forgot to look at the labels. These 2 and that one, and even Deep Bronze, like, were shiny from like the get-go, from the moment of just 1 swatch. They were like really pigmented. I'd definitely recommend, a bit like with the Coliro ones, it basically states like if you put water on first and then leave for about 2 minutes and then do the swatches, I feel like you do get more of the shimmer pigment out when you're doing swatches or using them. I feel like I made the mistake of I just put a bit of water on and just treat them like normal watercolours. I went straight into swatching, whereas I let them dry, and when I did the swatching then I put some water on each little pan and let them sit for a bit, and then I noticed when I did another swatch that's when you got more of the shimmer off them. But still the purples are probably the least shimmery, but I would say the pigment wise they're actually really good. The Iridescent Purple almost gives like a bit of like a granulated effect. The Blue Silver Lake as well, that one was also a little hard to swatch, but it's lovely as a colour. Them like 4 sorry, would be lovely as just normal pigments. If you'd like, even though they're not that shimmery, you could just get away with it. I feel like you could definitely do like some form of sky scene, like stormy sky scene with them. I'm definitely tempted to do like some form of kois, because I feel like you could totally dabble in these colours for koi fish. It'd be so cute. Or even just the little crystal silver one. They're obviously, I mentioned before, naturally light fast. I don't know obviously how light fast they're supposed to be, but the website does state that they're naturally light fast. Handmade, using Pearl Scent colours, the CSY ones. So that's these little dudes. There's them. I ended up labelling them on the bottom. These obviously, with them being greens, were definitely my favourite. That was this section. They're definitely my faves. I just thought like Inca Gold and Green Gold were like just unreal, but even Apple Green has a lovely shimmer to it. Did I show this one? That was the purple ones. They weren't particularly that shimmery, but they were really nice. I also liked how you can't tell, if I can try and get them out on the, because they're on a little magnetic strip. Oh, they do fall out, I do apologise. I do really like how they give you, the company gives you, like in these little ones, little magnetic strips so you can actually stick them in the tins. It's got a sticky side. And I also like how the names, they've all got like their names stickered on, like when they're wrapped, and you can stick them on the side as well. I thought that was really handy, but I didn't think about the fact that obviously the middle one's always going to be hidden, but oh well. I did that, and then I also thought it was cool, these are sticky as well. If you peel them off carefully enough, you can literally cut them out and stick them on the bottom, and they naturally already have like a little swatch on each one, which I thought was cute and really handy. It took us forever to obviously unwrap them all and do this and then stick them and stick the names on, but it was worth it. And I definitely love the little tin that come in, they're dead cute. And finally the Coliro or Coliro, I don't know how you pronounce them, I'm terrible at pronouncing things, I do apologise. The Pearlcolours, so obviously I had the Paradise pan and then the Autumn pan. Even though I do love blues and greens, the Autumn, in terms of pigment, the Autumn pans were definitely the most pigmented. Compared to the Paradise you would need probably a few coats, but letting them fully dry and then doing, especially on the lighter ones. But they all have lovely like shimmers to them, so I don't know if I can catch it on camera, but if I put like the light on them, like for all in the normal viewpoint they just look like a grey, like some peachy colour, some oranges, they just look like little different versions of grey, like more of like a Indian red kind of burnt colour, but then when the light hits them they're like just unreal. My favourite was Fiji and Green Apple, and I loved Indian Summer and I loved Jungle as well, but obviously all of them I think are unreal. The pigments were definitely, I would say, stronger in these ones compared to the CSY. Once again though, I did do 2 coats on these, the same as I did 2 coats for the CSY watercolours, so I would say their pigments are a little less, or these are a bit more pigmented. But I feel like these would be nice for like outlines and like natural little like sky scenes, with them obviously having a like the iridescent still and being metallic, but also having like a little bit less pigment, so obviously you'd be able to do nice washes I think with them. I'm obsessed with that colour. I can't wait to like once again do like some form of koi fish and like put that on. Oh, it'd be so pretty. But that's like the shimmers, and they came in these pans. So obviously, like I said, you got like a little slip with the colours on, and then these ones mention about adding water, waiting for 2 minutes and then mix well to get it. I did do that with these. I left water sitting on them while I was writing the names out, and did swatch them. It did make it easier to swatch. They still needed, I would say, 2 coats if you really want them to be like bam, full pigment and full shimmer. But if you're not bothered about like a light wash, you could get away with 1 swatch. But even on 1 swatch, these were definitely a bit more pigmented, I would say, than the CSY, sorry. But yeah, they're lovely as well. I love the tins they come in with. I like how they're already labelled. Like you've got that, and then you've also got the little slips. And yeah, and obviously they're already stuck in, so you don't have to like do too much effort in terms of like unwrapping them. It just makes life easier. I do like the little tins that come in. The only issue I had with any of them, but this could totally just be like either me being heavy-handed or just like a little bit of fault with the tin, which I'm not picky, I'm not really bothered. The Autumn tin, you probably can see all the chips there. I had to like literally like clip this back onto that bit. It was like thingy, and it's for some reason really hard to open, this one. But yeah, this one came when I actually had a look at it, and it was like off like that little hinge bit, so I had to physically like bend out the metal straight to like re-clip it on, because it wouldn't just push in. But once again, that's just like a little minor thing. It was barely anything. But the Autumn one, even though I love like greens and blues and that, I have to say the Autumn one's probably my fave. Like that one, Black Forest, was just so like deep, like instantly, like 1 swatch I was like, oh my god, just pure pigment. And then Indian Summer as well was like unreal. I do like green olive, and I do like Jungle as well. I like them all. I keep saying I like this one, but like all of them are lovely. Like all the colours in both these and these are just unreal. I'm not much of like a pinky, like peachy girly and that, but even like the peaches and like the pinkier colours, like the vermilion and that, was like unreal still. But in terms of shimmer, all these have like, I would say like a vaguely good shimmer. The Blackberry is obviously probably the lightest in shimmer, like in like the metallic effect, and it was the same with the purples in the CSY art gallery one. So I'm wondering if maybe like when you're using purple pigments, or however you make purple, I'm wondering if maybe they're harder to make metallic, as in the Coliro ones and the CSY, the purples were the least shimmery out of them all, or least metallic. So I'm wondering if that's something to do with the pigments and not like the actual companies. But yeah, I just love them all. I love them. So guys, that's basically it for all the swatches of the Winsor & Newton Calligraphy ink, the CSY Art Gallery Mini Tin Box Metallic Handmade Watercolours, the Coliro Pearlcolours, the also handmade ones, the Sharpies, and the Staedtler Pencils. Did all the swatches, showed you all the swatches. I can't wait to actually paint with the metallics rather than just doing swatches, and I can't wait to do some form of sketches and using them as backgrounds. That's my idea anyway. Have like a bold background. The Sharpies I'll probably just use for journaling, writing, diary, things like that. I might potentially use them for outlines if I do any forms of like anime scenes or manga scenes. They could be definitely good for that. The only thing I forgot to mention through with the Sharpies is with them being permanent markers, even though this is quite thick paper, watercolour paper, they do bleed through. That was the one thing I forgot to mention. And also the RAP. So once again, safe getting on your skin. Obviously, it's best with any type of paint or art product not to get on your skin deliberately, but if it does, obviously, they're safe. But yeah, that's the only thing about them that I forgot to mention, is they do bleed through the paper. So you'd probably need either proper like marker paper, or you could maybe use acrylic paper, but then that probably like smudge off, because acrylic paper is really smooth and it's almost like got a shiny satin effect to it. But that is the end of the video, guys. I hope you do like it, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.